So here is the elo that I just played in that I did really good in. So we can see it's Diamond 4, D2, D4, D4, D4. So mostly D4 elo-ish. The Tristana is a mid lane player. Not the best at Kali. Good at Silas. I'm quite fortunate my jungler was good, I would say, firstly. But let's go over every single mistake and thing that she did. Okay, laning phase starts. Firstly, she can walk up and pressure me off the wave if she wants to. She doesn't have to just stand here with me. I'm not going to really let her get a hit on me, but she might as well attempt to. Yo, Yuzu Soju, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. I'm going to turn off the notification or the sound though. So she should be pressuring me here, firstly. The easiest way to pressure anybody is to take a sip. All right, dude. Yeah, you gave enough channel points to take a sip. I'll take a sip. When creeps are low, aka if I'm playing Tristana and these creeps are getting low, my creeps, these blue creeps, I'm Tristana. Kassadin's gonna walk up and hit them. So I'm gonna prepare myself to hit Kassadin here. So right here, she can hit me one time. Okay, she should hit me again. Why is she backing up? We don't know. She should hit me again, and again she has Halo Blades 3 times. Also, she could have procced her E here and just done like 3 hits. So she already made a huge mistake. I'm already in like a really good spot here because for some reason I got a free CS when I should have gotten out traded. One more hit, and then she cancels her auto attack once again, and she still has no point inside of E, where she once again could have won on me, and this was probably risky for me, and she could have won on me. I didn't get punished for something that was super stupid, in my opinion, and, yeah. I should be, like, 60% life right now. I'm waiting for the wave to now just push it towards me. As soon as she reaches level 2, she can walk up a little bit if she wants to. In fact, she can even jump towards me and just... She's not going to land the W on me. I'm not going to let her. But she should be pressuring more. Like, what is the point of standing back here? When you could stand up here. If you step up here, what is going to happen to you? Are you going to get ganked? It's 2 minutes into the game. It's not going to happen. And am I going to be able to pressure her? Level 1 Kassadin? No. There's no way. It's not going to happen. So she shoves in. She should have pressured me. And then she leaves. But this is actually not that bad of a plan. Okay. What she's thinking here is that when you shove someone completely under tower, that means the wave is going to reset. The wave is going to reset for her because my tower is going to shoot all of these minions here. So she has a time where she can actually pressure my jungler. And if my jungler was bad... my jungler would die here, and then they would blame me, and they would be super pissed. I'll be real. But my jungler didn't start the red like a dummy, and he actually played around us rotating, which is so good. She should use the blast cone here, maybe a little bit sooner. Jump, jump now, jump down, jump down, jump down, jump, 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 jump immediately. Just as soon as Nidalee got in range of jump, she needed to jump and just press her E and land on top of her and just ignite and just all in immediately, and she would have won. She was so late here, and that means it's going to take longer to kill. All she had to do there was jump. Does she have E or W? Yeah, I mean, that's the only things that she has. We saw that a little bit earlier. So right here, as soon as Nidalee goes into range here, look how close she is. There's no way that Nidalee's going to dodge it. If she presses W right here, it should land, in my opinion. And I would press E and just immediately jump. The reaction speed of Nidalee is not going to be fast enough if you just immediately do a short hop here. So, Tristana should jump on this guy. I did not flash over this wall because I figured Poppy was going to be able to catch this guy. Poppy does a good job at running the opposite direction and not getting caught out by either of us because I was hoping that she would be dumb and keep on walking that direction. I was hoping there was a blast cone here, but Tristana took it from earlier. Okay, Tristana is now shoving out mid. This is an awful idea. Why is it an awful idea? You guys in chat should know. The wave is already slow pushing towards Tristana. It's gonna be huge. Look how big it is. If she just leaves and backs, she's gonna come to a big wave. And there's two factors with waves. Firstly, it's big. Secondly, it's more towards my side. So that means when a new wave, and so she's making a mistake here by hitting this. Anyways, when a new wave arrives, because it's closer to my side, whose minions are going to be hitting their creeps sooner? Obviously my creeps. Look, his creeps have to run further. So that means my creeps actually deal more damage to his even before his arrives, so it's going to double push as fast. You know, like, so basically, not only is it, okay, and the reason why this is important is because if this wave was even exactly the same, it still would push towards Tristana because my wave would arrive first. Because arriving first is something that actually matters, right? It's not, so not only is it big, but my wave is arriving first, which means that his creeps are going to be dying really quickly, which means that he actually does not really miss many creeps. Anyways, I TP'd back and got a kill because, you know, whatever. And then she got a late reset, which is bad because, like, and because she tried shoving out, she fixed my wave. It was pushing towards her, and now she messed it up. So now it's pushing towards, like, it's okay. It's not pushing towards anybody. It's even. So she screwed it up because she hit it back here. See, look, 6 creeps versus 9 creeps, right? But back here, it was all these versus this. My creeps were 100% gonna win. And I had another wave incoming that was gonna arrive even sooner. So it was going to push towards her. Even though the wave is semi-even, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. So I only have one more caster than his. It's still, my wave is still gonna arrive sooner. So no matter what, it's gonna push towards her. So she should not be hitting this. So she screwed up the wave, which actually helped. Look, it actually is slow pushing towards me. She actually, because she hit the wave, she not only screwed herself, but she helped me. 2 things. She helped me. She should have hit me there. Once again, this guy was not trading versus me when I was hitting him. For some reason, he just let me EQ him in the front of his face and did not even press E and Q and auto attack me back. Just didn't even bother. For some reason. He could have hit me there. I tried to rotate to this because this guy's doing stuff. I rotate first because I figured the fight was more important than my wave. She probably could have rotated around the same time. I don't know if she would have salvaged the fight. You know what? Actually, she might have. Because Thresh would have died way sooner. Okay, me and her should be arriving at the same time. She should join the fight. Around the same time as me. I think that she wants to get level 4. Because you see she got 4. Nope, she's still hitting. Yeah, she's taking so long. And she's still here. Yeah, she took way too long, never mind. This is where it gets kind of hard to do coaching because it's not so straightforward and it's more of a gray area because the reason why me moving is actually also good. Okay, the wave at this point is slow pushing towards me. If I rotate during a long fight, you know what happens to the wave? It will continue just slow pushing towards me. Look, my new wave comes in. So basically, as this fight is going on, look at this wave. This wave is good for who? Me or her? It's good for me, because the longer this stays in this state, the slower it will push towards me. But if it crashes, it's bad. If it crashes, then I'm going to lose a ton. But if I can catch it, then it's good. So as you can see, we're just going to pay attention to the wave here, because we already know how this fight happens. We win this fight because she's late. I play a good job at stalling. I mean, I guess we can quickly go over her mechanics to see if she messed up anything here. Every single champion has a set goal. What is Tristana's goal? For damaging people. Stacking her E. That's it. That's literally it. So, all that I do is, as soon as she presses E on me, I just run away and wait. As soon as your E expires, I can go in because I know that all of her damage is completely gone. So there's no threat anymore. She also jumped for Thresh when he was, like, dying, which also made it so she lost the jump here, which is why she didn't have it, so kind of unfortunate. Still, I think that if she arrived maybe sooner, it would have maybe, probably, I don't know if it would have been different. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go over the mid wave. Remember, the wave was pushing towards me. So, look at this wave for me. These are creeps that she is missing. A new wave came in and she missed an entire wave. And then, it also is slow pushing towards me still, and the wave is not crashing yet. So actually, I'm coming back to a good wave for me and bad for her again. Because she left. So, what could have been done differently? And this is unfortunately a hindsight thing, because I'm saying that she should have roamed. So if we go back to the beginning, because it'll be easier to think. What could she have done better here? There's two things, which is either she needs to stick to a plan. Actually, yeah, I guess the best thing she can do here is stick to plan. Either she rotates with me at the same time, because she believes that she can win this fight. Or the other thing is to just shove out the wave completely, and that's it. If she pushed me all the way in, at least it would deny me a wave and get her an advantage. But instead, she was late to the fight, plus also did not fix the wave, so she messed up two things. So her mistake was doing a little bit of both. She did a little bit of roaming, and she did a little bit of pushing, instead of doing all of one thing. That was her mistake. Which is what I've went over when Midbeast did his Fizz video. Remember, I told you guys, the main thing, I mean, for people who did watch that, the main thing with the Fizz thing was Fizz had a plan every single wave. As soon as a wave arrived, he instantly cleared it and roamed, because having a plan on each wave is important. And her plan was two plans in one, trying to shove and also roam. So she messed up. And once again, I go back to a wave that's good. The reason why I'm shoving it out is because I don't know. I want to reset, I guess, and I didn't want to. I could have actually backed, I guess, but okay. The reason why I can also not get punished by this is because I want the wave to crash, but also I'm just way stronger than her, and she's so weak to the point that if she just jumps on me, I'm pretty sure I still win, just because I'm higher level than her. I put a ward down here because I'm trying to shove out. I don't want to get ganked by Elise. Despite her only being level 3, I still don't want it to happen, so at least I can play towards this side if I do get ganked. Right here, right, you have to think of it from Tristana's perspective. I'm in a unsafe position. I have not bought yet. We're like even-ish items, right? So, what does Tristana want to do? I'm trying to make her do something that I want her to do, because I know that Thresh is here. I said it on the video, right? Thresh is here. So what I wanted her to do is to jump on me, because I knew that if I played stupid enough, hopefully she'd be like, this is my chance. He just used all of his abilities, and she jumps on me, and I have Thresh here. And it worked. What was her mistake? Uh, is it actually a mistake? Okay, when you're this far behind, you kind of have to do something called desperation plays. Because they're kind of already screwed. This game, honestly, is kind of like over. So she was very desperate. And obviously the mistake is she did it when she had no vision. It's not very complicated. Like, she went in when Thresh was missing. But is it a mistake that could be fixed? Because she had to get a way back in. Sure, she died for it, but sometimes you have to take a big risk, which is a big risk. Like there's a 60% chance that Thresh is mid, but there's a 40% chance she kills me and comes back into the game. Sometimes you have to take a very unfavorable risk just because of how screwed the game state is. Unfortunately, you're gonna int, and you're just gonna look bad for you. But it's already happened. Like, she already messed up during the laning phase, didn't auto attack me enough, and she already ruined. Like, she didn't do enough, basically. I get level 6 here. I kill this guy. I give him a free shutdown as well, because I just want to kill him. Oh. Elise could have just stayed in her E, and I would have died to tower. By the way. She just didn't need to come out of her E, by the way, and I would have died. At this point, I think I can just stop talking about this, huh? I think it's just over. At this point, it's too screwed. I'm pretty sure. There's nothing that Tristana can do better anymore. Because I just one-shot her from now on. All I'm gonna do now is make it so my wave is in a good state. I stack my R again. She looks for a trade, but I just trade back. If she jumps on me, she actually loses that, so she can't jump. And then I'm just waiting for her E to time out, then I just wait. My wave is in a good spot. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of the game. I'm gonna make it so she can always die, because I'm just gonna make sure that she is super uncomfortable. Look how uncomfortable, like, what can Tristana do in this scenario right now? The lane is frozen. What can she do? Nothing. If she steps up, she dies. The only thing she can do is go bot, which is why I was confused when she went missing. I did make it so the wave actually reset, but still, I am once again pressuring super hard. Oh, actually, they're looking for a gank. Okay. This is something you could do. I forgot. I mean, of course, you can have your teammate come try to help you. It might actually be a little bit doomed still, though. If I did not get the W off before she stunned, I might have died. Also, she didn't ignite me. I would have just died to Elise here. So, we can say that's something Tristana did good here, by the way. Remember, we can talk about the good plays and the bad things. So, this is really good. She gave up these creeps because she knows she would die. This is good by Tristana. This is smart. She would die. If I guarantee if I was inside gold or silver, this player would walk up and get themselves killed. And that's why when I play inside silver and gold, I can have like 30 plus kills. Because they don't respect whatsoever. She's respecting me. She is probably asking for assistance. And she waits patiently for me to jump on her. She baited. That's good. She just needed to not jump here. I mean, it was a good jump, though, because it was getting her away from me. I mean, look, it was so close. Like, my W is going off as I'm stunned. So, like, it was super close. Okay, after this point, I come back. I just one-shot her, and then I think it's over, and it's not really too important to actually go over the rest of the stuff. The rest of the stuff that I do to get a lead is that I know that I'm so fed to the point that I can just jump on him for the rest of the game. I don't even need to think anymore. Because I guess you can call it stat checking. I can just stat check her for the rest of the game. And stat checking is literally just, hey, I have more items than you, so I win. That's it. Like, I don't have to think. It doesn't matter if my champion loses versus yours. I'm just stronger than you. So then I stat check everybody. I go top and I stat check the Renekton. I go into the jungle, I stat check the Elise. I just keep stat checking literally everybody. The only time that I ever die is when I know that I'm low HP and that's it. If I'm healthy HP, then I can just... He left the game. It's... Okay, let's slow it down. What could have Elise done here? You need a repel right at that moment, and she would have survived. Well, I slowed it down. Okay, let's see inside full speed again. She did have a repel up, but she would have to do it. I'll try to pause when she had a window. But it's 0 ping, by the way, remember that. Okay, I mean, if she repels right at that moment, she can maybe survive. Anyways, I think that there's not much more to go over. All I do now is I just run around and kill everyone. Like, literally. I push, I roam over and over.